Sarah is the focal point of our story. She grew up in London. She grew up in a rough East London neighborhood, where she even graduated from high school. As a child, she was often sickly, lonely, and filled with boredom. Her parents were exceptional, both with PhDs. Yet Sarah felt like the family's dark horse. She lived alone and worked as a salesman at a firearms shop in central London. She struggled to fit in at home. She had no close friends. She had one little sister and two brothers, one elder and one younger. And no, these were not half-sisters or stepbrothers, or half-brothers or stepsisters. They were all from the same parents, but you should know that her sister never played with her. She always did controversial things such as, the sister always chose the brothers to play with, not to date, because that would be absurd. Sarah walked along the streets holding out her cold and wet umbrella. The days ahead looked bleak and dull for Sarah, but there is something we should know about her. Life is like a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs and turns and twists. And this was Sarah's life. Nothing was predictable, and every day was a new day. Sarah, as you would expect, graduated from high school and was now a 19-year-old woman living alone in London. She had a small house, but no one, and was constantly alone. One thing that was only predictable in Sarah's life was that her sisters, brothers, or parents never called her. If she ever saw them in public, such as across the road, she would just smile at them and wave from the distance. Sarah lived a normal life. She never spoke to her sister or any member of her family for that matter. She lived alone in a small apartment in London, and life for her was as simple as life can get. You get up in the morning, go to work, which for Sarah was a salesperson of firearms, and then went back home to her 81 cats at home. She lived alone. She had never seen anyone at work or at home. Inevitably, her life in London was getting boring for her. She had no one to talk to. But of course, she did make conversation in emergencies, never spoke to any member of her family, and was feeling very sick and sad. But one day, something amazing happened. She met a boy at the shopping mall. This boy was called Lee. And for the first time ever, Lee kissed Sarah. It was Sarah's first kiss. Her sister in high school had kissed a boy. Her brothers had kissed girls. Of course not boys, just in case anyone was wondering. Sarah and Lee were now becoming closer and closer, and it drove Sarah to become crazy one day. A miracle happened, and Sarah found out she was pregnant as a result. But the results of what she would do following this decision will shock you.
Lee was a good man, but I was filled with remorse and guilt as to what had just happened. I had no idea where to go or what to do. I had no family and no friends. As a result, I decided it was now time to pack out bags and head from London to New York City. A lovely little city far from London. I met a girl called Jessica on LinkedIn who was willing to let me stay with her. But is this what I want for my child? Yes, it is. I have no feelings for Jessica, first of all, and it is just a place to crash for a while. I'm finally here. Now I can relax, enjoy life, and have a spot of coffee whilst I head over to a new house and start a new life, selling more firearms.
Oh, and for your information, we will not include any political references in this, mainly because we do not know the victor of the elections during the filming of this video. So ask yourself a question. Should I really care about a woman selling firearms who has no friends? The correct answer is no, you should not. 1, it is rude. 2, it is disrespectful. And 3, it is not appropriate. Sarah and politics are two different things.
At the airport, she finally met the girl called Jessica that she had met on LinkedIn. And for your information, this is the exact same Jessica as last week. Jessica allowed her to stay in her apartment for a short while. Sarah tried to find a shop where she could sell firearms, but ironically, for America, she found no work. Jessica had a strange party every night. Everyone had a bit too much to drink. They were all asleep at the table. Sarah could not join in because she was pregnant, and we really don't need to go into that. But I'll mention it for you now. Just for old time's sake, you shouldn't drink or smoke when pregnant. Jessica's opinions of Sarah were strange. Sarah sat alone in her apartment reading her book, complaining about the smell of beer and the smell of wine. At night, she was sick of their friendship, ready to give it up.
I'm so sick of your stupid parties and your lifestyle. There is never any excitement in your life. Your boyfriend literally never comes, and you ask him every week at the supermarket, and then you get all drunk and fall asleep at the table. Then I clean up your mess and put you to bed.
Oh yeah, need I remind you, I am allowing you to squat in my apartment. Join us for once, and maybe you'll realize that it's nice to have a bit of fun every now and then. But just as they were getting ready to knock each other's lights out, there was a ring of the doorbell. Another woman had arrived. If you enjoyed today's video, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned every Tuesday for a new video. Part 3 comes out soon.